Visualization is the front end of any Power BI dashboard. And to create an impactful and visually appealing dashboard, you must be knowing three key major points. Number one, know your audience. Number two, know your data. Number three, visual storytelling. Let's discuss all these 3 points one by one in this video. Know your data. When you know your data, you can easily draw down the insights out of it. Also, that helps you to select right set of graphs and charts. You can decide easily what kind of slicer and filters you need to put into in your Power BI report. Know your audience. Before creating any Power BI dashboard, you must be knowing about the audience. For example, if you are building your dashboard for the CXO level users, you must be knowing what kind of KPI cards and indicators you need to use to put into the Power BI dashboard. At the same time, if you are building your dashboard and reports for the data analyst like sales analyst, marketing analyst, finance analyst, then you must be using those graphs and charts so that they can draw down the insights out of that particular data and help them to enable the decision making out of that data. So you must be knowing about your audience before starting any Power BI dashboard. Visual storytelling. Storytelling is not all about creating a Power BI dashboard. It's all about making your data actionable, engaging, and useful. For example, when you are showing the monthly sales data using KPI cards, then you need to use the indicators to show the growth of the sales in this particular month. To make effective, visually appealing Power BI dashboard, you need to leverage the drill through and drill down option in the Power BI. Also, you need to understand the color, psyche, and branding of your customer. And also, you need to leverage the buttons and interaction to create a visually effective dashboards in Power BI.
Now, let's look at the visualization problem. So, most of the visualization, as we discuss about the learning pyramid, most of the problem we simply solve like creating simple YTD calculations, simply bar chart trend or line chart trend, something like that, with a simple data set available, right? And there is nothing actually wrong, because whatever the data set is available for practice, we can actually think of it. But thing is that we have to build the data set using Excels by creating the hypothetical scenario, unless you don't have the access of those business scenarios. And I'll tell you how to generate the business scenario and KPIs as well using the chat GPT in this session. But those are the simple scenarios on the visualization side you have solved on that particular thing. Let's look at the couple of visualization scenario. I have just taken this snapshot from Canva and put it up over here. Now look at this chart, the bar chart everyone can see, right? So that bar chart is basically showing the numbers by week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, right? And KPIs, the calculation could be for any product or revenue, whatever it is. Now, if I say, if you can see this month as well, right? For this month, it is distributing on week basis. If somebody pick up on the quarter basis of this quarter, then dynamically this should basically convert into the 3 months falling into the quarter, right? And if somebody selected the yearly basis, then that should show the month basis data dynamically. So to solve that particular problem in visualization, anyone has any idea how we can achieve that? Just change the dimension on the time side, like by quarter, by month, and if we say by week, then all the 7 days should populate on the same chart, the different calculation. So anybody has any idea about that?
Can we use a bookmark? Like you can create month, quarter, and
Then you have to build the multiple visualization.
yes, for three visualization, quarter, month.
Yeah, we will extend this discussion, because that is where the after building the data model DEX problems, visualization is one of the highest complex problem which required too much understanding of the data and too much understanding of the data model as well. So let me tell you the scenario now, since some of the folks already have done this particular thing. So let me put up that particular in a making the decision scenario. Now, since we have talked about the bookmark where we have to build multiple visualization and maintain that particular visualization using bookmark. So that is with the limited number of dimensions. Here we are talking about the time dimension, month, quarter, and week and year. 4 dimension, 4 chartboard required, right? Now,
Yes.
consider the scenario where customer is asking, I can add as many as dimension into the filter criteria. Today, there are 4 dimensions. Tomorrow, it would be 8. Day after tomorrow, it would be 10. Are we going to change the report again and again? No.
No.
Right. So we have
Yes.
to write the field table parameters and achieve that dynamically. Okay. Now we have to make the decision when we have to use this particular approach versus another approach. If they're like fixed dimension, we have to ask customer, okay, are you going to add more dimensions to do the visualization, or are we going to keep these two visualization forever on this requirement? Based on the answer of the customer, we are going to use that particular approach and apply that into the visualization. Are we clear on that? Okay.
Yes.
Those who haven't understood that particular thing like field table field parameter and bookmark, I would suggest dig into the YouTube, look into the functionality of the bookmark, and I'll give you a couple of requirements. I'll send around this bookmark and field parameters, couple of the business requirements, build that data set and solve by yourself. And I'll share the contact ID as well. So whenever you find the difficulty, just email me and I'll try to reply on that particular part. Are we good with that? Then we'll talk about more visualization problem over here. Okay. So let's suppose the income is showing into the $20, right? And consider that store is spread it out across the globe. Some stores are in the European region, some are Asian region, some are Latin American region, and each country has a different currency, right? So the business requirement says that without having any sort of currency filter on the dashboard, customer wants to basically show that income either into a dollar, euro, Japanese yen, Indian rupees based on the user who is log in that particular dashboard. How we can achieve that? Anyone has any idea? Considering in the data set we have the amount and one column for the amount and another column for the currency itself. So that is the real business requirement actually for the business. Based on the user location, the income and currency symbol should show based on that particular user location. So how can we achieve that?
We can use like according to currency, like if we have a US like currency USD, so we can show a dollar.
No, no,
For
no.
that we
Sorry for the interruption. Let me reiterate. Let's suppose you are the US based customer, I'm the India based customer, and
okay.
as long as you log in into this dashboard, you should be showing all the values into the dollar. And
Okay.
as long as I log in into the dashboard, I should be able to see using INR symbol.
Okay.
That's the
Same
requirement.
dashboard, only the
Same dashboard.
currency symbol is
Same KPI,
okay.
there is no visualization change, nothing.
Okay.
We have to get the location of the customer who is logging in, and
Yeah.
based on that,
Yeah.
if this is the country, then we can use switch
Mhm. Okay.
function
So-
to like
Definitely. So we can create a field parameter in the Power BI report,
Okay.
the user location. Okay. And as this is showing the top clients, something like that. So
Okay.
we must be having the demographic details of each particular client, right? Right.
Yes.
In this particular demographic profile, we can actually pick up into the field parameter what is the country location or currency belonging to that particular profile, right? As long as we pick up that identify using the field parameter and select from the, let's say that customer in master table where what is the primary currency for Claudia, Marina, Olivia, whatever the user is, then we will basically append into the DEX that particular symbol of the currency directly into the DEX and drag that DEX into the calculation. So for that, we have to one internal field parameter and the value will be set to from the user demographic table.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now there is a one more scenario which is not there over here. So let me switch to Excel for that. Okay. Now let's suppose there is a scenario here calculating customer ID, okay, total sales, and this is saying last 3 months sales trend. That is the kind of metric I'm just calculating. Okay. Now we are into the December month, right? So December 2025, November 2025, and October 2024. Okay.
Okay.
We need to show now, considering I'm running that report into December 2024. The same visualization should show Jan 2025, December and November when I run the report in Jan 2025. So the requirement is showing the labels on the matrix dynamically. How we can achieve that?
We can use a date add function like minus 30 days.
But there is a limitation on the
Okay.
Power BI visual that you cannot use the DAX or major to calculate that. So we must be knowing we must be knowing that particular limitation of the tool as well before
Okay.
committing to the customer itself. So how usually how do I actually communicate to the customer? If customer asks, we need to do this particular thing, they want to show last 3 months dynamic labels on the metrics. So if I don't know how to achieve that on the visual level, always tell to the customer, let me check with the visualization how it is working. Don't tell
Okay.
whether it is possible or not. Tell to the customer how it is working with the visualization, metrics visualization, and come back to you. Because if you say it is not possible with the Power BI, then customer will say, and then Power BI has the limitation, we have to look for the another tool. So you will lose the job. In a terms, you will lose the customer and customer will start exploring another product. If you say whether it is possible or not, we don't need to say this. We need to say, let me check how it is working with the visualization, with the metrics to show the dynamic of this particular thing. And this is one of the problem I have solved by putting up the label calculation of the labels in the DAX. And what we did, we set the blank values and put up one text box each top of that, and then group all the visualizations so that whenever the report will render, those text box top of those columns will not be go here and there.
Okay.
Because,
Understand.
because you need to set dynamically using DAX based on the report running into a month. And metrics visualization, if there are like third party visualization which are supporting this particular feature, we have to have that license for that. But customer want to use native metrics visualization, then we must be able to find out the way to solve that particular problem.
If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Until then, I'll be seeing you in the next video.